Her skirt goes all the way up, and he starts her.
What?
But if this is at the bar, so there's patrons at the bar.
Yeah.
And so there's like people eye level with legitimate like a birth canal in their face at midnight on a Friday at a party. Everyone starts filming. They throw the couple out, and the next, like literally within hours, it's everywhere.
This episode is presented by PS. Guys, are you sick of using products that aren't effective or even good for you? PS has created products for men you actually want to use. Go to psgoodtimes.com and use discount code podcast10 for 10% off your order. Got him on the podcast finally. Kirill was here, aka the Slut Whisperer, coming off Mexican jail release, right?
Yeah, you know, I can't really talk about that yet, but sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never know when you post what the hell's going on, man.
Yeah, sometimes I don't either. You know, it's, I was trying to find a way to justify everything I do.
Yeah.
And I think the easiest way to make people understand is it's wrestling.
Wrestling? What do you mean by that?
Just theater. Right? You got to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief in everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's wrestling.
You know
it's fake.
Yeah, you're one of the best
It's real.
at garnering attention, man. Some of your posts get 10,000 comments. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm in the business of, like, poking the bear.
yeah. You almost got me with the Drake leak.
Dude, do you know how, like, I don't know if I can even say this, retarded. Do you know how retarded people were believing me that I, of all people, had Drake's and I'm the one that leaked it.
Yeah.
And I posted it and it got like 80,000 likes. People messaging me being like, yo, Kirill, this is so crazy. Do you have more footage? I'm like, are you guys? Like, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy with Drake's.
TMZ was hitting you up for that leak.
Yeah,
Man.
so, you know, if you believe half the I say, it's mostly on you
Yeah.
at this point.
Well, that goes to your brand, right? Assholes live forever.
Yeah.
You embrace it.
That's it. My Instagram's Slut Whisper. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get... People come to my page and they're like, "Wow, this is crazy." I'm like, "What? This isn't like, you know, Jerry or whatever like the safe ones are,
PG.
right? This is Slut Whisper. It's like in the name."
Yeah. You have parties and there are some sluts there, right?
Yeah, not a lot of whispering.
Yeah. Not
More
a lot
yelling,
of
but you know.
You
it's
still
a lot.
having those?
Yeah,
Because you're
I
pushing
do.
40, man.
yeah. I'm 40 in June. You know, it's when I was like much younger. I was like, "Oh my God, it'll be so weird the older I get that I'm still going to be doing this."
Yeah.
But I'm like, wait, why won't I want to have a good time the older I get? And I get paid for it. Like, are you me? Why would I give up that revenue stream? I might be old, but I'm more Jewish than I am creepy. Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people get paid to party. I can't think of.
No, most people pay to party. So it's kind of, you know, it would be rude of me not to go.
Yeah. So people are paying you to show up and do what exactly?
All right. So it's like basically for anyone who doesn't understand how people with no talent get paid at nightclubs, such as myself, right? If you're not a DJ, if you're not a performer of some sort, everyone knows how they make money in a nightclub. They just get paid. They do their thing. Then there's a whole section of people in nightlife who just get paid because they're just people want to come see them be there, right? The Kim Kardashians, right? The Paris Hiltons. You know, Kevin Hart might do his birthday party at a nightclub, and they know that that's going to draw X amount more bodies. Club makes more money. Kevin Hart gets paid. Same thing works for me, except I needed to come up with a little gimmick. My whole thing is I pour champagne on girls. I used to take photos of it. Now, you know, went on Instagram, or now it barely even goes there because of all the, you know, censorship. But essentially, I get paid to show up, turn the normal party into way crazier chaos. X amount of more people show up, and that's, you know, I basically get paid on the extra money I'm assuming the club would make off of me being there.
Nice. That makes sense, man. What are some of the craziest parties you've been part of?
Okay, well, the most famous one is I had the Hoboken incident, which is, you know, you as a Jersey friend. I don't know if you ever partied in Hoboken.
I was too young.
Hoboken's like a really cute, it's like almost Boston within the New York City area. Because it's just brownstones, it's pretty, you have a gorgeous view of Manhattan, a lot of bro culture. They almost call it like fifth year of college.
Yeah.
Essentially, everyone out there's like a young professional, a lot of bars. And I would do parties at this awesome bar. It was so easy. I lived in Manhattan. It was a 15-minute ride once a month.
This episode is presented by PS. Guys, are you sick of using products that aren't effective or even good for you? PS has created products for men that you actually want to use. These guys have done a ton of research and it shows. They got thousands of 5-star reviews across all their products, from condoms to supplements. Not only that, but they've somehow found a way to make dick jokes appropriate at their office. Go to psgoodtimes.com and use discount code podcast10 for 10% off your order.
Stupid money, packed to the gills. And then one night, this like yoke dude shows up with his wife. His wife's like a 10. And he's like, yeah, we're going to pour champagne on my wife tonight. I'm like, okay. This happens a lot, by the way, that guys will show up with their girlfriend and be like excited to be like, please, like baptize her.
Is that
like,
a cuck
like
move
shaking.
or is it?
I don't think so. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I go with my girl to Vegas and we go to like a male strip show and I'd be like, yeah, go up on that chair. I don't care.
Okay.
Right? Like, if you have a chance to make out with Usher up on that stage, like, dude, why would I deny you that?
Wow.
That's not a cuck move. Like, if you're just making out with a random dude at the club, fine. But, dude, that's a great story.
Yeah, if Usher's...
We only have one life to live. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone has a celebrity pass, right?
Yeah. Or multiple.
Yeah. So going back to that story, though, what happened with them?
Okay, we're hanging out. I start doing the champagne thing. This is like at midnight. I climb onto the bar, and this guy carries his wife onto the bar, throws her onto it. I start pouring champagne. Her skirt goes all the way up, and he starts her.
What?
But if this is at the bar, like that level, so there's patrons at the bar.
Yeah.
And so there's like people eye level with legitimate like a birth canal in their face at midnight on a Friday at a party. Everyone starts filming. They throw the couple out, and the next, like literally within hours, it's everywhere. Everywhere. The mayor of Hoboken called in an affront to human decency. The club closed.
Damn, you closed down the club?
Yeah, I've closed a few clubs. That club closed. I think people were like, I think it's going to become a church. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, there'd be way worse things happening there then. I'm freaking out because it's like on the news now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my career is over because who wants to go to a slut whisperer party if that happens, right? I'm like, gigs are going to start canceling. The only silver lining to this story is like more news broke about who the couple was, because it went from like sexual assault at a party where I'm like, they're married, they were both in on it, this isn't like a random guy. He turned out to be a police officer.
No.
From Philly.
No way.
So it went instantly from Kirill's party is insane and oh my God to why are the police acting like this? So my whole, it literally blew over in like a week, and it became at least a funny enough story for me to, talk about.
Wow. You've survived a couple cancellation times, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have red tape. I really work for myself. So it's kind of hard to cancel me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No sponsors telling you what to do.
Yeah, no one's ever given me money to promote anything.
Speaking of.
So it's just kind of like, it's the same mentality that I guess like Shane Gillis had about being canceled on SNL. It's like, dude, I get it. But I also need the outrage to fuel the whatever I'm doing, right? Because if no one was upset about anything I did, then what have I done?
Right.
I'm not really hurting anyone.
Yeah, you're not.
Consenting adults being covered in champagne or, funny words on a T-shirt.
Yeah. So were you like the party animal in high school, college?
No, dude, I was a dork.
You serious?
Yeah, I wanted to be a Disney animator my whole life. Went to college for animation, hated it. Loved stand-up comedy my whole life. Decided to drop out of college to hang out with comedians in New York. I was like, I'll do anything, graphic design, film, anything. I just want to hang out with funny people. At that time, I also met a DJ. He started taking me to clubs. I was getting drunk at clubs at like 23, 24. After a while, I was like, what this is boring. I'm not doing anything. I always had a little camera. I was like, all right, I guess I'll just start taking photos. And I started taking party photos. And I built out Karill Was Here. And that's when I became kind of a degenerate.
Right.
That is truly, I didn't like start partying really till 24.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pretty late.
I was always just like a nerdy little Russian Jewish kid in New Jersey who like had to worry about school and, you know, immigrant parents. Like I wasn't allowed to party like American kids.
Yeah. So what do your parents think of this right now?
Now they totally get it because they see it everywhere, right? They see the merch everywhere. To them, like, oh yeah, this is the American dream to them, you know. And back to the whole like offended, they don't get any of that either, right? My parents like stood in line for bread in Russia, so to them being like upset about words, like there are so many worse problems than what, you know, the American culture were.
Yeah, rags to riches, right?
Yeah.
And on the way, you were Dave Chappelle's photographer, right?
No. Well, no. I shot a lot of comedians, and then as of the, like, you know, lately I haven't been doing that grind, but I am Chris Rock's photographer.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is great. Which basically being Dave's photographer, too, because they tour together so much.
Yeah. That's the guy who got slapped, right?
Yes, he did.
Were you there that night?
No.
What would you have done?
Yo, bro, that was a wild night because the night he got slapped is the night I pulled my April Fool's prank of me faking my own death.
So you were both
So it was like crazy because both our camps like talk because we're friendly and they're like, Kirill, you're nuts. And they're like, oh my God, can't believe this happened. And all in one night.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
What was the goal with faking your own death?
Yo, so here's the thing. Black Friday's dead, right? No one shops Black Friday anymore.
Yeah.
It's constantly a sale all year round. Your favorite brands who've never done discounts do them. So we needed to find a way to kind of do our own sale at a point where we're not really competing with everyone. Mm-hmm. So April Fool's kind of became our thing because, I mean, that's what we do. We just pull pranks on our fans and just trying to one-up them every year. Faking my death was a pretty crazy one.
You found out your real friends, I'm sure.
You know what's cool? I did get to see, it's fun to see. I don't know if you ever had the fantasy of being like, I want to attend my own funeral just to see who the shows up.
I feel like that's a common thought. For some
Right.
reason.
I got to experience it.
Yeah. So you found out who was riding with you.
It happened during Ultra Weekend in Miami. So they said that there were like Molly circles of like EDM kids like weeping. Like, Karill's dead. Right, just coming down. They're like, did you hear the news? I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mom forgot to tell half her family.
Damn.
Yeah. When she picked up the phone, normal, everyone's like, oh, she must be in shock. She's like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, Kirill. She's like, oh, yeah. So anyway.
Oh, so she knew before you were doing it.
She knew. I had a whole list of people I called. Okay. I had like 150 friends I had to warn.
Damn. And did any of them leak it?
No, but even if they did, it's like I'm just trying to talk to my audience. At the end of the day, I didn't want to upset, you know, my friends and family.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to hit the pocket of fans that are dumb enough to believe some of the we do. And at the end of the day, what's happening? You're buying merch at a discounted price and you're getting what you got, you know? There's no
so
rug
you must have
pull.
sold a ton of merch that week.
Yeah.
How many days did you say you were dead, quote unquote?
Oh, I was dead for a week, man.
Damn.
It was rough. It was rough,
Couldn't leave the house.
I'm not that famous.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I left the house, it'd be like, okay, one guy found out that I'm still alive. Yeah, it was rough. It was fun. It's one of those things where I'm glad we did it, and it was terrifying going through it.
Yeah. Every creator tries doing merch, dude. Why do you think you were able to just crush it so hard?
I have no exit strategy, right? Like, it's kind of like... or no backup plan, essentially. Like you said, how long can I keep partying, right? That does have a lifespan. Outside of like, sure, I want to get blackout and have fun with my friends till I'm 80. I feel like we're all kind of 19, 20 in our brain, no matter how old we get. Yeah. So I think I'll always want to have a good time. But maybe I won't get paid for it, right? And I want to be okay with that because there'd be nothing sadder than 70-year-old Kirill having to go on tour. Right. So I kind of do. This is wild. I heard that Dylan Francis was doing merch. It was like 2016, 17. And someone told me that he had done like 30 grand in sales in a month. I'm like, what? Dude, that would be insane to just do merch and like one day make that kind of money. So started doing a little bit of my own merch. It did fine. It was like, you know, gambling money. Yeah. I used it for a little bit. Then I really settled down, came up with the name Assholes Live Forever because I was like, first of all, here's the one thing, the only word of advice I can give any creator who's doing merch is you lose your ego and talk to an audience larger than you have, right? I could have done Kirill Was Here merch, but that would have only talked to Kirill Was Here fans.
Facts.
Assholes Live Forever. My grandma, a 7-year-old, anyone can read this, understand the mission statement, laugh at it, love it, hate it, and they don't need to know who the I am to buy it. And that's what you want. You want something that is going to speak to a larger audience than you have.
That's smart. Yeah, you probably have people wearing that don't even know about you, right?
Right. Dude, 100%. I'll have people be like, no, and not even realize it's mine in public. And I'm like, that's my favorite because I know that then that's working. You know what I mean? And a lot of creators have the ego of like, let me just put my name on everything. And you're like, dude, who the wants that?
Doesn't work long term.
Right? How many your face shirts do I need in my closet, right? Because the problem with running merch people don't realize is that it needs to be a sustainable business day in, day out. A business can't operate on spikes and like this. That's you can't have like your warehouse busy one day and dead one day.
Yeah.
It kind of needs a little consistency. And so you not only need to constantly create inventory and create new products, because how do you get the same person to own 700 of your things, right? Have a consistent customer instead of, most influencers do like 3 t-shirts, a hat, and a thing, and they're like, killer drop, and you're like, dude, you can't make any money doing that.
Absolutely. You find a new warehouse yet?
Constantly looking for things.
Damn. We got to get you on, man. In maybe Canada, you thinking, or US?
No. Canada's way worse. Like, do you ever deal with Stripe?
Yeah. Payment holds.
Yeah.
They're based in Canada?
Stripe is Canadian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With Shopify and all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had so many payment holds on Stripe, dude.
I have a $200,000 PayPal revolving hold.
PayPal's the worst. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a given. You're going to get a hold on PayPal.
I can't. Yeah.
You also tried selling butt plugs for a bit, right?
Still do.
Okay. How are those doing?
Good. Butt plugs are funny because, they're just funny. The brand's called Assholes Live Forever. I don't think anyone trusts us to give them sex products. I think they trust us to give them, like, fun products.
Yeah.
So the butt plug's fun because of the branding, but we also did anal ring toss.
Anal ring toss.
Which is essentially a butt plug, but with, like, a stick coming out of it. And then you get, like, 6 rings, and you can put it in someone and kind of have a little...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you a video.
Yeah, I'd love to see a video. We'll try
Yeah,
to
we
put
do
it
a
up
lot
on
of...
the screen.
Dude, we stole this German chick who used to work for, I think Tesla, one of Elon Musk's company, and all she does is 3D design for us. And how much shit do we have? Like, not enough. So we're constantly just coming up for dumb things to attach to these butt plugs to make content with.
Wow.
And big popular one is jump rope.
Jump rope.
So you put like a butt plug in the chick's butt.
Yeah.
Then you have someone on the other end.
Wow.
Spinning it, and then you could jump in.
I got to see a video of that, man. That sounds fascinating. Butt plugs.
Really, really pushing the envelope of...
Yeah. Changing the sex toy industry, man. You should be the face of the butt plug. Whoever the biggest butt plug company is should sponsor you.
I don't know who, babe.
I don't even use them, so I don't know. I don't use toys.
Yeah, butt plugs are weird.
I'm not a fan.
Like I understand, I actually don't understand them. What's the point? What's the point of plugging your butt?
I was never a butt guy.
Like butt stuff for you or for the girl?
For me.
Yeah, hell no.
Nah.
Mine's an exit only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some girls like sticking their fingers there and stuff.
Like, I understand that's where they say, like, the prostate is, and that's where we will, like...
The G-spot.
Right, but it's like Louis C.K. has this joke about it, like, hey, I once was on the sidewalk in China, and I saw a barrel of duck and he's like, I wanted to try them, but I knew, what if I tried them, I fell in love with them, and now I have a craving for duck when I'm back in L.A. So I'm like, maybe I don't want things in my because I'm afraid of the doors it will open.
Wow. It's one of the goals.
Which is why I think like billionaires end up going to Epstein's Island and kids is because at that point they've reached every level of sex and now they're just...
Yeah, they need to do a study on that actually.
Yeah.
Find out why.
Like, I'm okay with the sex I have being as old school,
good old missionary.
American, no in my butt.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Do you have a favorite merch design you've ever made?
Dude, one of my favorites, just because it's like, I like things that are like always be relevant. We did one that's like a Patron logo and it just says shoot tequila, not kids. right? And I like merch that annoys people, and they get and they're angry without understanding the message, because that makes me happy. Where people are like, you can't be joking around that about that, and you're like, yes, I understand that school shootings are bad, but like, this is clearly saying they're bad.
Yeah. Are you immune to just social media hate at this point?
Yeah, I missed it. The internet got a little soft for like 2 years. I think it's starting to come back a little bit. It's getting a little angrier.
Yeah.
For a minute, it was a little soft. Like I used to love finding hate in the comments and calling it out, and it was a little bit too much love for like.
When did it get
2
soft?
years.
Was that during?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. You were, yeah. You got banned off what? Twitter,
Yep.
TikTok. Are you banned on YouTube?
No, we're on YouTube. I have a Snapchat, but I got kicked off Snapchat. Got kicked off of Twitter.
That's surprising because Twitter, I feel like, lets you post. Oh, is this before Elon though?
Dude, this is like.
You should try again with him on there.
I'm just, it's just annoying to rebuild.
Yeah, you had a big following.
At the time, it was like 200,000 in like 2013, 14.
Yeah.
I got kicked off for making a fat joke. That's literally.
Really?
Yeah, against a fat girl who had an immense, no pun intended, audience.
The fact that you remember
Huge
this
YouTuber. I didn't even realize it.
9 years ago, the fact that you still remember this is hilarious.
Yeah, it was if that was the way I could go out on Twitter, that was the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really top that. Fat chicks. What do you think about them? Still.
You know what's funny is like I have no problem with fat people. Like I'm fat. Like I genuinely get along with everybody. But whatever I'm saying in the pursuit of humor, like, dude, you gotta like understand that's not personal.
Yeah.
That's just like that's just a fodder for a joke.
I feel that. I feel like comedians are walking on eggshells these days.
Yeah, I think Jim Jeffries said it. He's like, there's a difference between what I think and what I think is funny, right? Like, I think is horrible, but I think jokes could be funny. You know?
Yeah, people can't draw that personal distinction, right? Sometimes.
Yeah,
They think
people
they're being-
are not able to control their emotions anymore because everyone's been given a voice.
Yeah.
And no one has any more inner like monologue before they blah.
Yeah, they think they're being attacked.
Yep.
You're filming your show out here in LA, right? Your
show?
podcast.
Oh yeah,
I just saw you had Mickey Mace on.
love Mickey.
What did you think of him? He gets
What-
interesting comments on social media.
I think Mickey Mace is a perfect social media character. He always gives you something to talk about,
That's true.
which is the most important thing in social media, especially that we're all making content for the algorithm now.
Yeah.
It used to be like we're making content for people, but now we're all just trying to be like, what's gonna like kick that algorithm into play so the people can see it, right? So Mickey Mace is great for that, right? Covered in tattoos, has outlandish stories, just a character.
Yeah.
Easy visual clickbait too.
Absolutely.
He pops off.
And you just had Charleston White on.
Yep.
Fake eyeball. I didn't know he had a fake eye until that clip, dude.
That's how good the tech's getting.
Yeah.
Dude.
That is nuts.
But also, like, how gay is it to look in a grown man's eyes that often? I wouldn't know if you had eyes this entire interview.
Right. I could just be a.
Yeah, I
right?
didn't even know you had eyeballs.
Yeah. No, for real. I guess guys aren't looking at other guys' eyeballs.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Even girls.
We should do that more often.
What, eyeballs?
Just look at each other's eyes.
It's kind of gay, though, right?
Is it?
You don't think it is?
I don't know.
Like, I'm trying to do it with you, but it's it's gay, right?
I don't know. I guess that's the thing. Like, is this the gayest thing that two men could do without?
Eye contact?
Yeah, probably.
Without
Any touch.
Without
it's
touch.
just looking
Yeah,
at each other.
You're right. I can't think of anything gayer.
No.
Maybe licking ice cream in front of each other?
Yeah, but we'd still be making eye contact.
Right.
That's the eye contact that makes it weird.
Wow. Yeah. I just avoid it with guys.
Yeah, that's why I think like rappers wear sunglasses.
Dude, facts. I just had a rapper on and he was...
Right, they just wear sunglasses and be like, yo, you can't even.
Because they don't want to look soft.
No way.
Yeah, they got to keep that persona, which kind of sucks because everyone's human.
Right. Have you ever been in a nightclub? It's dark as is, and then with sunglasses on?
Dude, you can't see...
It's like literally.
Yeah, you can't see... I can't even see girls in the club. You know?
Thank God. Thank God.
You ever been in a club when the lights turn on because you're there
Oh
so
my
late?
God. Yeah. Can you imagine? I try to leave before lights turn on so she doesn't catch me in the light.
Oh my gosh. I've had some traumatic experiences.
Yeah, but you got to just, as a guy, you got to chalk it up to the game.
Yeah.
We're in a numbers game.
You think so?
We're in a quantity, not quality.
Did you chase a lot of quantity when you were younger?
Quantity, I would take anything that's given to me.
Damn.
I'm the king of like a 3-year one-night stand.
3
Meaning
year.
like if a girl me and I found her remotely attractive and she was like interesting enough and we both vibed, for that little period, it would turn into a 3-year relationship.
Wow.
Because I would just be like, oh, let's hang out tomorrow. And how about the next day? And then all of a sudden you're just having a good time and you're like, oh, okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got to be in the hundreds. That's impressive, man.
Hundreds of what, girls?
Yeah.
No, come on. No way.
I mean, if you're partying every night.
I was.
And girls are probably drooling over you, to be honest.
Yeah. But no. I was still a job when I was partying. I don't know, dude. It's always so weird when like guys talk about body counts.
You think so?
You don't think so? That I think is gay. When dudes brag about I think it's literally the gayest thing a man can do. Is be like, I'm good at it. Like, yo, you want me to do a bunch of I'm like, bro, why are you bragging to me?
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Look at you like you're cool?
Yeah. It's one of those things, like when you brag about dick size, too, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. You're like, why would I care about your
Yeah. Well, some guys do, but just accept your fate, you know?
Yeah.
Work with what you got. Are you, like, drinking during these parties?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're drinking.
Yeah, because have you ever talked to drunk people while sober?
Yeah, it sucks.
It's a nightmare.
It sucks.
Plus, they're my fans, so they're crazy. They, you know, a little bit of like, they're a little hillbilly-ish too. So also, you know, it's hard to show up to these places and not do shots with everyone, right? Without being called, for lack of a better term, you know, the F word. So, yeah.
Comes with the job, I
but I
guess.
enjoy it. I'm Russian. It's part of my DNA. I have a blast. I really do. Because it went from just being a party to now it's almost like a meet and greet for merch, too.
Yeah. The Russian definitely helps. Those people drink straight vodka out there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how the they do it.
I don't think they have a choice. It sucks.
Yeah, it's cold, and what are you going to do there?
Yeah, might as well be blackout for it.
Have you been there?
I was born there.
Oh, you were born there?
I was 6 when I came to America and never been back.
Wow.
I don't really have Russian pride.
Really?
There's like, I think that's the laziest personality trait in people, is bragging about things they can't control. Right? When they're like, oh my God, I'm an Italian, American, gay, and proud. You're like, none of those things are in your control, so you claim. So it's like being like, I have 5 fingers. You're like, sweet. What else is interesting about you?
I feel that, though, because some people are from a culture, but they don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah, like, okay. It's a lot of baggage. Growing up, my mom was like, yo, if someone stepped over me, she's like, step back over, you're not going to grow. I'm like, are you a rational human being?
Yeah.
Like all these weird superstitions they bring?
Dude, those Russians fight. I used to watch Russian car fight compilations on YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Have you seen those?
Dude, they're the best. Russians are out of their mind.
Yeah, they're so polite, too. So after they knock you out, they'll drag your body to, like, some grass and lay your head down. You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
They're gentlemen.
Yeah. It's very cool. Those Russians, man. I mean, don't mess with them, but,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm a tame one. But I
Wow.
definitely have family members that are not.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Well, dude, it's been a blast. Anything you want to promote or close off with?
Yeah, guys, just go buy merch. AssolesLiveForever.com. I'm sure you'll find something you love.
I'm going to rep that hat on a future episode. Those are dope.
Oh, I'm going to send you a box of whatever you need.
Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.
Assholes live forever. Thanks for watching.